Of course, we are still celebrating the class of 2023. Earlier on, we were speaking with the MEC of Education here in the Northern Cape, MEC Zolile Mnakali, who was telling us about their preparations and their happiness about the performance of the class of 2023. But right now, I'm with the Premier of the Northern Cape, Dr. Zamani Saul, who's going to be telling us about how do they feel about their performance and also moving forward. Premier, thank you for your time. Earlier on, when I was listening to your speech, you were talking about a very important issue in our education. You were saying that as the government of the Northern Cape, you want to give more support to the education department moving forward, especially in 2024.
Yeah, what we basically need to do is to ensure that we give much greater support to the education department in the province. Currently, they account for 35% of our provincial budget, which is a budget, the budget that goes to the education department is about 8.1 billion per annum out of the 21 billion rand budget that we have. So with all the outcomes, it's quite clear that we need to pump in more resources, get more qualified teachers, and we are involved in a serious program to ensure that we improve the quality of public education, as I have mentioned there. We've already handed over 8 completed state-of-the-art schools, and we've got 13 state-of-the-art schools which are currently under construction. So those are some of the things that we are putting in, investing into schooling infrastructure, just to improve the conditions of work and the conditions for learners. But more importantly is the fact that we are very grateful of the class of 2023. They've done very well. We have an increase in our overall pass rate here in the province. We moved from 74%, we are standing at 76%. If you look in terms of our performance over the past 3 years, in 2020 we were at 66% and now we are standing at 76%, which is a 10% increase, 3 years of sustained increase in our grade 12 outcomes.
You also made mention of your excitement about the other districts, especially your ZF, that did well in their performance during 2023.
We've got 2 districts which managed to get a percentage be above 80%, which is the Namakwa district and ZF Mkawu district. Both of them are number 1 and number 2 in the province, managed to hit above 80%, and we are very proud of the kind of work that is taking place there. But our focus now should be Francis Bar district and Namakwa district. Our focus should be Francis Bar and John Taulo Haitsiwe district. Both Francis Bar and John Taulo Haitsiwe district accounts for almost half of the learner population in the province. So we should start focusing on them. If they perform good, it's quite clear that we'll be able to have an overall improvement in terms of the outcomes of grade 12 results.
Yeah, talking about the improvement, we talk about 75 now. Last time it was 74. Why not 80 or 90? What is happening there?
Check, there's quite a whole lot of issues. If you look at what is currently happening, the worst performing district in the province is John Taulo Haitsiwe district, which is in the main rural. So we'll have to find ways to countenance with the rurality of John Taulo Haitsiwe, which actually makes it not to perform well. And in terms of the number of grade 12s, they were the second highest number of the grade 12s in the province. So if we don't have very clinical approach and focus at improving results in John Taulo Haitsiwe region, their performance will always drag the province down. So it's the most rural district in the province, is probably the poorest district in the province. So we need to invest more. I was there just last year. We actually handed over 2 state-of-the-art schools in rural communities. So with that kind of investment, we'll definitely start to see improvements. Even with the last year results, 2023 grade 12s, the most improved district in our province is John Taulo Haitsiwe.
Dr. Saul, thank you very much.
All right, no, thank you very much.
The Premier of the Northern Cape, Dr. Zamani Sol, talking to us about the excitement of the province in terms of the improvement in the percentages as far as the Matric 2020 examinations are concerned. Yes, he's going to be dishing out those awards to well-performing students in this particular event. We've heard earlier on the MEC of Education in the Northern Cape talking to us that there's lots of improvement that they have done since 2022-2021, especially after the COVID-19. We're just going to be later on speak to those students, well-performing students who are obviously ready for higher education in the new year, which is 2024. It's back to the studio.